should mind my step. again.
Open up. In position.
I'm ready. Heading there.
Death won't take me yet.
Forever, pal.
Need to stay focused.
One day I'll catch a break.
My faith protects me. Need to keep going. What do we have here?
At least things have stayed interesting.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know. I'm sorry.
I swear, I can already feel a change in the air. Like the curse itself. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, I hope they will remain as a pair. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong, not what, who.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh? He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work, guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just, I kept him safe, and he paid me. I respected him, trusted him. The whole thing with Zariel happens. Zariel. He was right. Sometimes. Copper for your thoughts.
Moving in. Couple turns should do it. nothing.
Such a curious artifact. So small and seemingly harmless, and yet it contains so much. You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they may be locked away forever.
Something's on my mind.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his...
I don't know. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
I never saw. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
The curse is broken and the shadow.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast, we're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid. Orin, I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or a bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Raven Guard. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move. A religion devoted to conjuring the most. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I grabbed a rapier and set out. There they were.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultist, there is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's, as the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear.
She read the terms while two devils stood witness, and I said yes. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans, another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I don't know that it was brave. The moment I agreed, I burnt. The cultists choked up. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. He returned to an unsuspected. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth. After, he said only one word. Go. It is the one scar I. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She used it. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake. I don't know that it was brave. I understand. No, he did the only thing he could. In his and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father, by killing him, you set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some Ketheric Thorm. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father, I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certain. And this is where I still need answers. I died. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter that by the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well...
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, You severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Hey, good looking.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm. Father of my one and a... Ketheric Thorm never did trust me. Even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. When she died. Curse the day. The hour. We each of us mourned, but he turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell. Claimed they'd found someone in need of... I was killed. Murdered. Made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. But lo, the brute is dead. And we live!
I need to find a way forward. I have something to ask.
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. In due time, Mother Selûne will tell me when the time is right. Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest.
I swear, I can already...
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The shadows grew not as glad as I. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again. I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
What's up for discussion?
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
With haste. I don't need any attention right now.
No time to dally.
Soldier.
Waiting with bated breath. Don't want to draw any attention. Wonder if the gods are watching.
Let's go.
Worth the cost. Good idea, I think. Let's get going. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
The corpse does not respond. Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
And away I go.
The corpse remains silent. The corpse has nothing to say.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. I'll give it a shot. Breathe deep and move.
The curse has been lifted, the lands cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir.
Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Anything of use? Seems simple enough. Never wanted the easy path.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Soluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tale. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all, ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief. I felt the way they think. Saw the world as they do. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Then, greetings, Sir Tadpole. I was one.
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights, thou hast sought no company. Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life. Wherefore turnst thou from it? And thus thou
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of a grand ceremony to honor one to place him in a position of such esteem. The world will, of course I envy. The problem with what Cazador has done, if the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. Doesn't it sound delightful? After 200 years of shit, pure shit! All I'm saying is, let's find out more about the ritual before if we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we make... My. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us. We should get to them first. Unless Cazador has changed their order. So, and here I was, worried...
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe...
Begone, friend. I have a darling to adore. You must face them. I will help.
Looking forward to a bit of rest if...
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. Fine. What's on your mind?
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive.
Taken from the light, the truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? A thrill courses through you at the thought. You will not have long to wait, but
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.